Every day, every time our show runs, we call it the best wrestling on the planet. And that's a weighty title to hold. And it's up to every one of us on the roster to sort of continue to prove to the world that Ring of Honor is the best wrestling on the planet. Christopher Daniels, the wrestler, when he first started out, was a fiery babyface young character trying to take over the world of professional wrestling. But now in the last couple of years, Christopher Daniels realizes that he's not the fallen angel anymore. He realizes that he is a ring general, and he uses his 24 years of experience to outthink every competitor he wrestles against. None of them are smarter than Christopher Daniels. Once you've established yourself as someone that people want to see, you have to continuously innovate and reinvent yourself. I myself, as someone that has that respect, I still have to find ways to draw their attention to me when the time is right. I just recently became a stuntman, so to avoid all the bumps and bruises of pro wrestling, I jumped into the bumps and bruises of stunt performing. In addition to that, I'm also an avid comic book collector. I've been collecting comic books since 7th grade, which was a long time ago, believe it or not. Can you tell my eyebrows are all askew? I have ox breaker eyebrows. Thanks, Ox.
Does that look good? All right, awesome.
I've always dreamt of writing comic books, but the truth is I never really had an idea that inspired me enough until I met Art and Franco. They're basically the Pixar of all ages comics. So once I met them, I was inspired to write a story about Frankie and myself traveling to the Aw Yeah Comics universe. So I called Art and Franco up and asked them if they were interested, and to my eternal gratitude and surprise, they were 100% in, and they've gone full force since then.
You know, we've always been fans of wrestling, and we've always been fans of comics because they just seem to go together. We met at a convention in San Diego. A mutual friend of ours, an artist, Jill Thompson, asked us if we wanted to meet, Kaz and Daniels. And we're like, oh, we're huge fans of those guys. And a little while later, we got a script from Chris, and he said, hey, what do you think of this? We thought it was great, and we're like, yeah, let's just turn this into a comic book.
All right, well, this is the first book that I did with Art Baltazar and Franco. And as you can see, the story starts with us in real life. And I end up going from being a human being to being a cartoon. We meet Awesome Bear, we meet Action Cat, Adventure Bug. We get into a fracas. So that's the very first book. This is the second book. And in this one, for some reason, it seems as if I'm robbing a bank. Ends on a cliffhanger, so you'll have to get Aw Yeah Comics Team Up number 2 to see exactly what happens to Will CD and Kaz.
In terms of guys wanting to take their hobbies to the next level, it's just a matter of commitment. You have to decide to go all in on whatever endeavor you decide to pursue. Very heavy weight knowing that I could possibly become the Ring of Honor World Champion. Going into this match against Adam Cole, he's younger, he's faster. The experience edge is what I bring into it, and that's what I have to sort of rely on. It doesn't end when the bell rings. It's a continuous process of being world champion.